Hey guys, I don't know, I kind of feel on a roll here, and I wanted to record another video talking about breakups. If you are currently going through a breakup, I absolutely feel you right now. Like, my heart goes out to you. It is absolutely devastating. It's terrible. Your mind's all over the place. You feel an aching pain in your chest. You feel like you're going crazy. You're experiencing the most intense feelings right now. And I I feel you. Really. I do feel you, and I know what you're going through, and it's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. And let me tell you that it's gonna get better. I promise you it is gonna get better. And for me, it was kind of helpful to hear other people tell me this who also went through something similar. And it was not at all helpful to hear this from people who were not going through this. So that's why I kind of create this video to let you know that I am going through this phase right now. I recently broke up with my girlfriend, I think about 3 months ago, and we were together for almost 2, 3 years. So it was quite a substantial amount of time, and it's still super fresh. So I kind of want to share with you the stages that I go through, because for me it was very helpful to see other people who were a little bit more ahead of my trajectory, to hear them talk about what is happening, what's going to happen. These things, they really help me. So again, I feel your pain. I absolutely 100% sympathize and empathize with what you're going through. It is terrible. It is heart-wrenching. It is crazy. It's one of the worst feelings you can ever experience as a human being. And it's gonna get better. It's really gonna get better. When I think back now, the trajectory that I kind of went through these past few months is the first week is horrible, like absolutely devastating. Like, I was afraid to sleep alone in my bed. Like, I asked a friend if I could sleep next to him, basically. I didn't want to sleep alone. I was fucking afraid. Like, I was terrified. I felt so anxious, so uncomfortable. Like, constantly these panic feelings, my heart pumping. When I woke up, like, with nightmares, it was crazy, like fucked up crazy, like really intense. And so the first week it kind of passed. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, it was so intense, but like, you go through it eventually, kind of like you don't die, like it's you survive, you manage, you try to figure out solutions for your current state of arousal, basically, because that's what it is. It's emotional arousal, a high level of emotional arousal that you're going through. And so I reached out to friends. Like, I called one of my friends like daily for maybe like 2 hours straight. Like, I was just constantly talking about it. Like, I feel so shit. I don't know what I should do. It's like so intense. But like, okay, so tip number one: first week you're gonna be all over the place, and it's fine. It's fine. Try to find somebody that you trust and that you can talk to, and let them know, hey, this is fucked up, and I will probably call you every single day, and it would mean a lot to me if you could just listen and let me, like, fucking let it out, because you gotta let it out. You really gotta let it out. And this person, they just have to listen. Like, I had the luxury of being able to talk to a friend who has been through a few breakups, like, not too long ago. So it was kind of still fresh in his mind and experience, so he could, like, really sympathize with me. Like, I told him, like, I feel so shit, and he's like, I know, man, I know what it feels like. So that's why I kind of want to create this video, to tell you I know what it feels like. Like, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible, but it's okay. It's okay to feel terrible. It's okay to go through this. It's gonna get better. So call somebody that you trust and just let it all out. Let it all out. Ask somebody to, like, you gotta be around people. You gotta be around people to make you feel like you matter, to make you feel like they care about you. Like, it's so important, because after your breakup you feel like you lost everything. You fucking lost everything. You feel unloved. There is so many things that go through your head, and you really, really need to feel that kind of like security, where other people show that they care, and you can just like vent and talk about it, and talk and talk and talk and do it. Let it all out. Like even cry, scream, whatever it is that you need to release, do that. Then okay, first 2 weeks, it's gonna be fucking terrible, and no, just just let it flow. Like you cannot outrun it. Like it's there. It's gonna be there. You cannot not feel it. You have to go through it. Like you cannot skip that phase. Basically, you can't skip it. So I wish I could. Really, I wish I could. And I was looking for like compulsively for ways to skip it, but you can't. It's just the time that has to pass, and it's the initial arousal, and your body is in shock. It's like a trauma. So you really gotta just allow it to happen. Like it's terrible, it's fucked up. You gotta allow it to happen. So then after that, you like even that first week. That's what my friend he told me on the phone. Man, you just gotta sit down every single day for at least half an hour on your couch and do nothing. Just sit there, do nothing, and feel it. Really, really feel it. If you feel terrible, you just gotta feel it. So I was like, no, man, like, what? Okay. At first, I was like very resistant. You will feel. I felt this inner resistance towards it. Like, well, no, I don't want to do this. This is like such a waste of time. This and that. And he's like, no, just give it a shot. Just try it, okay? I promise you, it will really, really help. So I was like, okay, you have been through a few breakups. If this helps you, I might give it a shot. So, big tip, try it out. Just every single day, you sit on your couch for 30 minutes at least, straight. You put your timer, 30 minutes, you sit on your couch, you do nothing. You feel it. You feel it. You feel the anxiety, you feel the panic, you feel everything. You just stay there, and you sit there for 30 minutes. After that, you can do whatever you want. You can go eat something, you can scream, whatever, but make sure that you do this 30 minutes per day consistently. It's so important. It's really so important because it will kickstart, like in times of crises, you are the most prone to install personal transformation. It's so powerful, like because of this intense pain, and you will want to get rid of this pain. You will really want to get rid of this pain, so you will want to try everything that might cause this pain to go away. And so I can tell you that installing this habit of sitting half an hour every day on your couch is at least going to take this pain away a little bit. Like sometimes you will want to sit on your couch to take away the pain because you're like, fuck, and then you will want to sit on your couch to like remove this feeling. Then it's not going to happen, but that's alright. Don't forget, it's just about creating the habit and being very consistent about it, right? But then you will start to feel like, okay, this is actually really, really helping. Like it really is. I can promise you it's going to help. So please, do it every day, 30 minutes. So then the next few weeks, so the first 2 weeks, crazy. Again, I feel you, it's terrible. Then the first month, you will start to feel a little bit more calm. Like you will feel that the volatility of your emotions, the panic, the really stingy, intense feelings will diminish a little bit, slightly. It's not going to be gone, not at all. It's still the first month. Like it's very fresh. But you will start to notice, if you meditate consistently, if you do the 30 minutes per day, then you will start to notice, you'll become more aware, and you'll start to notice that the volatility of your feelings, the peaks will not be as high anymore. You will feel that it's a little bit less. There will be less panic, maybe less nightmares. Just it will take off the edge a little bit. You will still feel terrible. I still felt terrible. You will still feel terrible, but it's going to be a little bit better. And this is something that you might want to keep in mind. Like realize, okay, these first few weeks were fucked up, like totally messed up, crazy. Then the first month, a little bit better. And then you can start to maybe realize, okay, the logical consequence of this trajectory is eventually it will always become smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it will die out. Like, time heals all wounds. That's what they say. My personal take on this saying is that yes, it is necessary to allow time to heal your wounds, and at the same time you got to be a little bit proactive about it. Like, some people, they just wait for it to disappear, and then they are like crying over their exes for like 5 years, 10 years. And again, like, I feel for you people. Like, it's terrible if you cry about your ex for 5 or 10 years. I do believe, however, that then it's a matter of, I think, not being proactive enough about it in a way. Like, you're probably too resistant towards trying things to let go, like maybe like trying out meditating, maybe trying out new hobbies, whatever it is, right? But if it takes you 5 to 10 years, then I think maybe you should try to change your approach to things, because I believe that it should not probably take 5 years to get over someone. I mean, I would not want that personally, and I hope I will never be in this situation. And sorry if I'm unable to really sympathize with somebody who has been through that situation, because if I would have been, then I would probably understand. But right now, I have an intuitive feeling that if it takes that long, you are probably avoiding a lot of things, and you might want to look into other ways to kind of like deal with this. But anyways, so back to the trajectory that I've been through right now. So the first month, you feel start to diminish. Keep doing the meditation, half an hour per day. Keep calling people. Like, it is so important. Like, it helps so much when you're able to just like vent about it. Like, you just let it out. And then especially if this person is like really listening and really empathizing, they're saying like, yes, I know it feels terrible, like I know, and they don't necessarily offer you advice or anything, but they just listen. It's so healing. It's like so important to be able to share this with people. And that's also something that a lot of maybe men, they are afraid to talk about this. They are afraid to share this with people, and that it creates this blockage inside them, and it creates more resistance towards this process. And I would highly recommend you set aside all the stereotypical ideas about like men don't cry and they don't talk about this stuff. Like, I think it's very important to realize that it is very healing, and it will help you. Like, it will for sure help you. So please try to just contact at least one person, maybe even whatever, your best friend, your sister. I don't care who it is. Somebody you feel comfortable with and who you trust and who knows that you're going through these difficult times, and who is there for you to listen to you when you need to talk about this. So very, very important. So meditation, 30 minutes per day, calling people on a regular basis. Then at some point I came to realize, okay, when you start to let it all out, this is the only thing you talk about, like the breakup. There is nothing else on your mind. You want to talk about it all the time. Talk. Oh, I feel so shit. I miss her so much. How could this happen? All these things and thoughts and etc. So many difficult feelings and emotions, and this is the only thing on your mind. So you talk about that. After a while, you start to notice that you gradually also start maybe to think about other things, and you naturally talk about something else also when you meet someone. You maybe talk about whatever, something that you experienced that day or whatever. It will be a little less always about the breakup. Like, it will be about something else a little bit. And then if you keep doing the meditation, you'll start to become more aware of these moments, and then you realize, okay, I let it all out. I still feel very bad and sad and anxious from time to time, but by keeping it alive, by constantly talking about it, I'm also keeping it in my head a lot. So you gradually want to reduce the time you spend talking about it, and don't take it like too extreme. It's not like, oh, I talk every day about my ex, and now all of a sudden I can only just talk one day, because I made that mistake before. I was like, oh, I shouldn't be talking about it right now. I feel then again you're creating this resistance. You should allow this process to unfold, kind of like it's gonna be natural. Like, you'll start to feel that, okay, now I feel a lesser need to talk about it like on a daily basis, maybe like every 2 days or every 3 days or whatever. Like, when before you wanted to talk about every single minute. So now you feel it starts to gradually reduce. Like the amount of times you talk about it, they will reduce, and you will start to create some space in your mind to think about other things. And this is the process of time that plays a role there. Like it's like everybody makes this comparison, but if you like cut your arm, you break your arm, whatever it is, you can want to like, because for me personally, I really wanted to force this healing. Like, I gotta be over it fast. Like, I don't want to suffer too long. Like, fuck no, it's not gonna take me 5 years. Like 1 month, 2 months, and it's gonna be over. I put like a lot of pressure on myself to get over this like quickly, kind of. And then I realized like this is not working. Like, it's really not. Like, it's probably worsening my healing process. It's gonna make me spend more time trying to heal, because I'm like forcing it too much. I'm not really letting it flow, not unfold. Like, it's too forced. And it's the same thing when you kind of cut your arm or break your arm, whatever. You have to take care of it and let it heal. It's gonna take time, but you gotta clean the wound. You gotta take care of it. You gotta disinfect it. You gotta change the bandage. All these things you gotta take care. So that's the proactively taking care of your wound. And it's the same thing. Like, you gotta do this good, and then it's gonna heal as fast as possible. But there is still this limit. Your body can't replenish itself like in 1 minute or something. Like, it's just physically not possible. So it takes time. But the better you take care of it, the quicker it's gonna heal. So that's kind of the same thing with this emotional scar, or this emotional wound you have because of the breakup, because that's what it is. It's an emotional wound. It's a trauma. So you gotta treat it like that. So that's something that I'm learning now, is to allow this process to unfold, to flow, to not resist it too much, to not put so much pressure on myself. Like, you gotta be over this by now. Like, it's about time. Like, you gotta let go. It's not like, no, just allow yourself to heal, and to take your time, basically. So that's very, very important. So after a while, you start to notice that you think less about everything that's happened. It will still be on your mind, like a lot. Like a lot. It's still on my mind a lot too. But it will be a little less, and you will start to think about other things, like, what do I want to do in my life? Like, the bigger questions will start to arise, and it's a very interesting thing to realize that, hey, okay, like right now there's all this space, because the relationship, it takes up so much mental energy, it takes up so much of your attention, your attention, yes, like your energy, it takes up so much stuff, and then when it disappears, all of a sudden, it frees up so much energy, so much time, and that's also like the initial shock effect, like, boom, what happens now? Like, all this energy that I put into my partner is kind of like freed up now to, at first, be crazy anxious and panic and like think about her and all this stuff. But after that, like, cool down a little bit, then it starts to be freed up for other things, and then you start to think like, what do I want? What am I gonna do with all this extra time and energy? And then like the big questions start to arise, and then you will start to think of that a little bit more, and it will create more space. It will create some perspective. You will start to, like, from the tunnel vision of the breakup and my girl and I miss her, or my girl, my guy, I miss him or her. Tunnel vision. It's the only thing that matters. I'm in pain. It's fucked up. I want him or her back. Like, nothing else matters. To, okay, I cannot really change the situation. It is what it is, and there is more time and space now to think about other stuff. And then all of a sudden, it starts to become a little bit more open, and you have a little bit more space to breathe and to think and to reflect. And if you continuously do the meditation practice, then you will feel that you will start to think more and more about other stuff, and you will be less occupied with your ex. And I can assure you it's gonna be up and down. Like it's not gonna be like a straight line for sure not. And I thought it was gonna be like that, you know. Like okay, the first 2 weeks I'm fucked up. First month, okay, this and that, and then I'm like, okay, it's gonna be straight line from now on. I will gradually get over it more and more and think less and less. But it's not like that. Like one day you're like back in the gutter, fucking crying, thinking about her, like being obsessed. Like it's not a straight line, not at all. So please don't be discouraged when it strikes you that it's not a straight line. Okay, it's gonna be tough, and like you will feel like you were going in the right direction, and all of a sudden, boom, you're like back in the gutter, right in the gutter, fucking suffering, thinking about it. Like it's hard. It's hard. I feel you. I really feel you. I really feel you. Um, so, but don't give up. Like, and I say this also to myself: don't give up. Realize you will be back in the gutter, and it will feel like all your progress is gone in like a fucking flash. But it's not. All the progress that you've made in the previous weeks, all the meditation that you did, all the thinking, the reflection, everything, it's still there. Like it's not gone. You might be like a little bit like back a little bit lower, but it's like a curve like this, you know. You go boom, boom, and then you keep going higher. And whatever you did in the past is gonna keep in your system. You're gonna have made some neural changes in your brain. Like it's not lost. It's like if you go work out in the gym and then you have been consistently working out for like 2 months, 3 months, and then you stop for 1 week or something, you will see a little bit of regression, but it's not all gone, you know. And when you pick it up again, it's gonna be faster back to normal than if you would have not done all the previous progress. So this is something to really keep in mind. Like you will be fucking in the gutter again after 5, 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks. You will be back there, but it's gonna be a nicer, smoother wave, kind of. So don't lose track of that. Um, so yeah, so the second month, the bigger questions will start to rise. You know, like what do I want? Like how do I want to spend my life? Like you will think of them. Like at least I do think of her a lot still, and I'm also thinking more in future. You know, like okay, this is kind of how it is. I still don't want it to be like this. I still haven't fully let go. I still have kind of like hope or something somehow, which is also keeping me stuck in a way. But it's okay. Like if you still have hope or you still kind of want things to be different, that's fine. Like I have to allow myself to feel those feelings and to still be a little bit attached to whatever was. You know, it's okay. I have to allow myself that and realize that by continuing to do what I'm doing, it will eventually dissolve and heal. That's what it's like. I'm taking care of the wound. You're taking care of the wound. Let let the rest do its thing. Let your body do its thing, right? Um, so yeah, another thing that I think is also very important, although I don't do it like super consistently, but I've seen many people online saying that it's like very very helpful, and that is journaling. So I try to do it like at least 3 times a week or something. And the gratitude, I try to do it like every day, every other day, just like gratitude journaling. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my call today. You know, like if you had a great call with your friend, you were able to vent, and they were really able to sympathize with you. I am grateful for that. I really appreciate, and I that's also very important. Let them know. I appreciate that you were here for me. Thank you for calling me. It's amazing. It's helping me. Let them know. It's fantastic. Like they will really appreciate you telling them that you appreciate them being there for you. You know. So be aware of that. Try to be aware of that, and it's also gonna make you feel good somehow a little bit. So yeah, the gratitude journaling, think of things that you are grateful for. It's very, very important, although I don't do it like consistently enough, so I might want to improve on that. So yeah, do the gratitude journaling. And then that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I've described the 3 month period. Right now I still feel sometimes like fucking obsessed with her. Like I want to check all her social media, even though I can't really because she is on private. But you know, sometimes I don't know. I still sometimes look at her stuff, and I know it's not good, and I should completely remove that habit. But it's okay if you still do it. Um, like it's also a process. I think. Like eventually, I will not care anymore, and then I will not even feel the temptation to kind of do it. Like if I fully let go and fully let it heal, then I will not even care. So if you are still checking up on certain things, try to remove that habit. I try it myself, but it's very very difficult, and I am not able to fully not do it. So yeah, it's okay if that's not gonna happen. Like then if you might see something or whatever, you might feel a lot of intense feelings again, but you are able to go through it, to move through it quicker because you have raised your awareness. You're doing the meditation. You're more accustomed to feeling these feelings, so you're better able to deal with them, and they will subside quicker. So that's also something to keep in mind. So yeah, that's where I'm at currently. It's been 25 minutes that I've been talking about this, and I hope it at least can help some people out there who are going through the same thing, because it really helps me to hear somebody talk about it like this. Like it really helped me to realize that there's other people going through exactly the same stages, and it's more relatable when it's somebody who is actually like going through this. Like if somebody is talking about it who looks back on it for like a year or something, it's less fresh, so it's less relatable in a sense. So that's why I kind of want to record my raw process. I've been thinking about this for a while, but I was not feeling very comfortable doing it like a few weeks ago because I felt like, I don't know, it was like too fresh probably. But now I feel like, okay, I should just do it. It's very very valuable for other people as well. So I feel you, I really do. I absolutely sympathize and empathize with what you're going through. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible feeling. In my opinion, there's almost nothing worse than that. And it's gonna get better, I promise you. So 30 minutes per day, sitting on your couch, doing nothing. Call people that you love and trust. Try to journal and know it's gonna get better. And try to be aware of the changes you're making over time, and that will also boost the confidence that it will eventually heal. So yeah, that's it from my side. Um, all the best to all of you. I wish you a lot of strength, a lot of support, lots of love and kindness, and until next time.